Now, let's know the difference between the parameters and arguments. And then we'll know about the return also, return value also. Okay, firstly, parameters means they are like the variables. They will be listed inside the function definition. So, when we write the function when we define the function, then we'll give some variables right inside the parenthesis. They are the parameters. So let's see with an example. So for example, function add of, here I'll take two variables a comma b. Okay. So and I'll say return a plus b. Okay. So I'll call the function now 2 comma 3. Okay. And now I'll say console dot log of. Okay. I'll keep it in the console. So this is a perfect example of three. I mean parameters, arguments and return value. Okay. So these are called the parameters. Here a comma b were called the parameters, and 2 comma 3 arguments were nothing but they are the actual values which were passed to the function. So when this is a function call, right, add of 2 comma add of, this is a function call, right? So when we call the function, then what then which so whatever the values we pass to the function, they are called the arguments, right? During the function call, the whatever the values we pass, they are called the arguments. And during the function when we are defining the function, the variables which were passed, they are called the parameters. Okay, and here I used the return keyword, return a plus b. So this defines, this is the output of the function. Our function is to add two numbers, right? So the output of those, that is, I mean, the output of our function is a plus b, addition, right? Return value means it is the output of the function. This return statement will send back, I mean, when you write this return, it will send back to the back to here using the return keyword. So we'll get here, we'll go to here again, we'll go to outside when we use a return statement, and whatever the values were there here, those will be applicable to here. So after return statement you can't write anything. So if something if you write also, it will not get executed. Okay, after return nothing should be print, I mean nothing, you should not write anything. If you write also, it will not get printed, it will not get executed. So that's what you have to remember. So this is a perfect example for three of them. So parameters, arguments and return value. So if you don't want to write the console here, then you have to remove the return statement here and keep like this. Okay, then there is no need to write console here. So yes, let's run the code, index.js. So here you can see 5, and let us just keep this here. I mean, before we wrote, right, console dot log of add of 2 comma 3, sorry, and here I'll write return. So let me just change the values 5 and 9. So here you can see we got the output. So you can use the return statement, or else without return also you can go ahead. That's it. This is the difference between the parameters and arguments. Parameters were the variables which were listed in inside the function definition. Okay, and arguments means they are the actual values which were passed to the function. I mean, when you call the function, the values which you pass, they are called the arguments. And return means this is the output of the function. You okay, it will just this particular return statement will you know, will sends back using the return to here. Okay, using the return keyword it will send back.